Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ainora if you're new to my channel. If you're my subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. Today is going to be a wishlist 2022 video. I have never done a wishlist video before. This is my first wishlist video. I did not believe in the wishlist before because I used to be a very impulse buyer. Over time, you learn from mistakes and you kind of plan your purchases and you make a wish list, very thoughtful. And yeah, so when I was younger, I used to buy a whole bunch of stuff that I would get tired of it, but now I want to buy something that will last me for years and years. So I think, yeah, it's my first time doing a wish list video, so hopefully this video will be helpful for you guys, and I'll explain what I want and why I want. The list is a bit extensive, but I don't think I'm gonna add everything this year. I think this wish list like for future 2 to 3 years, but I want to add these items now, just kind of like give you food for thought and all that stuff. So let's go ahead. I am a big watch person. I became a watch person last year. My husband and few of my male members of my family are very big watch lovers. So I would hear a lot of conversation about a watch review, what came out, what is like the best now. So I have been always surrounded by people that love watches. So I never thought that I like watches until I dove in, and basically it's a big hole. It's a big deep hole where you end up obsessing over watches. So last 2 years I added 2 watches from Rolex. One is the Yacht Master in the 37. Another one is my Oyster Perpetual, which is also a great watch. And I will cover more about watches later. But what I want to say that for this year, I would like to, this year I'm turning, it's kind of a round number, so I would like to gift it to myself. I think a Rolex, a Datejust, which is, I'm gonna show a picture here. It's in the rose gold with white and rose gold, steel with the rose gold, and it has this mother of pearl, like a pearl interior, and I just love this version. And I love bigger watches, so I would say I think I will want the size 36. I have been wanting this watch for a bit now, for a year or two. They are I can't say that they're very rare. I can be on the waiting list probably for a couple months, but it's such a great watch. It's feminine because I already have a very sporty and classic watch. Now I want a little bit of like a fancy watch. Another watch I would like to add is from Omega. Omega, I think, very understated watch brand. A lot of people, when they go for their first watch, is Rolex, obviously me as well, but Omega is something that very understated, very classic, and I just really love their very classic and sporty, like heavy duty watches. They have such a beautiful range of watches for women. I've seen so many. I'm gonna show pictures of what I'm eyeing, but specifically I really like the white dial one. I really want to add a white watch, so I want to have something white, something very like subtle, a bit chunky, and maybe like a sporty. So I think Omega would fit so great. Since I started with watches, let me go ahead and continue with jewelry. This year I would like to explore Van Cleef, and I have been really eyeing the Alhambra vintage Gyoshi. It's like in the yellow gold, and it's full yellow gold. So I'm really eyeing for the bracelet, the necklace, the earring. They have the ring. Of course, I'm not gonna add everything at the same time, but I think I want to start with the necklace first, and maybe explore more, and then maybe like earring or bracelet. So I don't know, like 1 or 2 pieces of Van Cleef for this year would be great. The next brand is Cartier. I already have a small Justin Clue with a diamond bracelet, and then Love bracelet in the original with 4 diamonds, and I already have a Justin Clue thin ring. So what I wanted to add to complete my stack, I don't know whether I want another bracelet, but I want it in the white gold. And a lot of people say that the white gold in the Cartier is not, the Cartier doesn't do well the white gold. So I don't know, in the white gold I would add probably a small white fully diamond. I would love to add that one to complete this stack. Or if not, then I would love to add the original Justin Clue with a diamond. So those two are on my mind. It doesn't mean that both are on my wish list, either or. So either the Justin Clue original with diamond, or Love thin small Love bracelet fully diamond. So those two are on my wish list. Next brand is Bulgari. I love Bulgari so much. I love their fine jewelry. I already have a ring, thicker ring in the 3 different gold here, and I wanted to complete this with a necklace. They have a very just like this, the ring, but on the like as a chain. It's beautiful. I love the serpentine line as well. So I'm not sure what I would love to add, but I'd love to add something from serpentine. Not sure, maybe a bracelet or a ring would be so nice. And another item I want to add from Bulgari is finally their bag. I love their bag so much with the snake head, and I would like to add something, a top handle, very classic style from Bulgari, in the beautiful color, maybe like a pop of color would be so great. So Bulgari, I feel like Bulgari bags are so underrated, especially their fine jewelry are also underrated. You always hear Cartier, Van Cleef so much, but you don't hear that often Bulgari, and I think it's time to explore more Bulgari this year. And the next item is another jewelry, and I would like to add something like a tennis bracelet of full diamonds, a very like a flexible tennis bracelet of full diamonds to add to complete my stack. Yeah, it's just a wish list, so it doesn't mean that I will get everything, but I wish. So we can wish endless items. The sky is the limit, right? Okay, let's talk about Chanel. I've been really eyeing the Chanel boots so much. I'm gonna show you here. They are combat boots from Chanel. They have this Chanel 19 like a CC lock on it. I love it so much. I tried it recently on one of my vlogs. They didn't have my size, and this year they came out specifically this type of boots. They came out in this shiny calfskin leather. It's just too shiny. It's a patent, and I don't like patent boots. So I think it will be a challenge for me to find a non-patent one from a previous season. So fingers crossed I'll find those boots in my size, because in my size they're very popular. I am 38 or 38 and a half. So those boots are on my wish list. So let's complete the Chanel brand. Another item I would love to add is another rectangular mini. Since I have the top handle, I would love to add the original one in with the crush. So if they come with a little ball where you can adjust the strap. So I'd love to add another rectangular mini, the crush version, not the pearl crush, I don't know what it's called, but Chanel crush, I think. I'm gonna put a picture of it. And I love how you can adjust the strap to make it like a shoulder or longer crossbody bag. So I'd love to add in a pop of color, but I wouldn't mind a black as well. The next brand is Fendi, and I'm really eyeing Fendi first. Before, I had a Fendi Peekaboo on my mind, but I feel like it's just because I already had a Capucine BB and it was very similar to a Fendi Peekaboo, and the style just wasn't really working for me, and I had the Fendi Peekaboo in the medium and it's just it didn't work for me. So I feel like the mini will not work. Maybe the essentially would work. So if I'll find something a nice essentially, then it would be a beautiful addition to my Fendi collection. But as of now, I'm very obsessing over Fendi first, especially in this combination, the marble collection, I think they call, in this beautiful different color blues, and I just love it. It has blues and greens. I think I've seen the Peekaboo version, but the Fendi version was immediately sold out in Dubai. Maybe they just had like one or two pieces, but they didn't get any, so I missed out. If I'll find a Fendi first in this beautiful marble, like a velvety textile, then I'd love to add that. Another item from Fendi is a Fendi the Zucca print boots. I already have the heels, the heel version with like a sling back heel. I love the Fendi sling bags. They're super comfortable. I've talked about it in one of my videos, and I want to add specifically the same heel height, but in the boot version. I'm gonna pop in the picture here. It's just beautiful. I love the Fendi, like the Zucca print so much. I don't know why, but Louis Vuitton monogram is a brown shade as well. But somehow the Fendi Zucca print works so well with my style. But somehow the monogram Louis Vuitton doesn't work in my wardrobe. I sold so many things in the monogram recently from Louis Vuitton, so I'm kind of getting a bit sick of it and kind of switching to the Fendi Zucca print. So yeah, those are 2 or 3 items from Fendi. The next item is from Dior, and it's not like an urgent item that I want to add now, but I would love to add another Lady Dior. So I already have a small Lady Dior in this crinkled crinkled calfskin leather, and it's a bit shiny. This is a small size. It's good for every day. It's good for night out. But recently I saw the patent mini version with like the chain and all that stuff, and the patent, the black with the gold hardware, even though I already have the black one, but the patent, the mini one, just gives me a whole different vibe. I don't know why, but I fell in love with the Lady Dior so much with the mini version. I feel like the mini version in the patent is like an ultimate classic Lady Dior, and it's ultimate going out fancy dinner bag. I don't know why, it just gives me that vibe. I fell in love with it. I tried it on and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. So yeah, down the line someday I would love to add Dior, Lady Dior in the mini with the patent leather and the gold hardware. Yeah, but I would still keep this one because this just gives me like this classic yet edgy Lady Dior, but I still want to add that classic Lady Dior. The next brand is Hermes, and I don't have much about from this brand. A lot of people wish for Birkin or Kelly. For me, those bags are kind of like, it's okay. I mean, if I'll get offered, like I'll get it, but if I don't, then I'm not crying over it or I'm not sad about it. So right now, I'm really loving their Chypre sandals. Yeah, I'm really into dad sandals. I love Chanel dad sandals. I love Birkenstock. Those kind of sandals are like really my style. So when Hermes did the Chypre sandals, I was like, oh my gosh, this is my style. And yes, a lot of people say, oh the dad sandals are so ugly, but for me, it's beautiful. It's edgy, it's comfortable and it just complements my style. So I'd love to add a cheaper sandal someday. The next item from Hermes is her bag or bag. I don't know how do you call it, but I'd love to add an bag. And because recently I have been into very textile bags, I added a denim flap. I also added a Prada tote bag in the denim. So I am kind of like into denim bags, like material textile bag. And her bag comes in this beautiful, sturdy, like military type of material, and with like the leather opening. So I just love the aesthetics of the bag. I like Kelly more than Birkin. So I feel like this one will be an introduction for me, kind of to try it out. I've seen a lot of people wearing her bag here, like very casually. It's just kind of, I don't know, it just really speaks my style. So I'd like to add an bag in some, I don't know, like maybe darker color, because it's a textile bag, so I would be a bit scared to add a lighter color. So I'd like to add a little bit darker color, maybe in the gold hardware would be so nice. And the next item is an LV toiletry pouch. I have a toiletry pouch, a very vintage one. I bought it a long time ago, a vintage one, and I really been in love, and I used it so much. I've been using it so much every day, and since I bought it already a vintage, it was already like 10 or 20 years old. I have been using it. It still looks brand new, but it's time to retire. So this year I would like to add an LV toiletry, like a pouch, like cosmetic pouch, or maybe a niece. Is it called niece? Like a cosmetic, I don't know how it's called exactly. I think it's niece or niece BB. I'd like to add those, kind of like refresh my toiletry pouches, because they're pretty much so worn and so old already that I'm kind of embarrassed to take for trips. It's fine to use it like at home, but when I'm like going on a trip, I kind of want to look a bit fancy, kind of need to refresh all of my cosmetic pouches and all that stuff. So I'd like to add some of toiletry pouches from Louis Vuitton. And if you ask me why Louis Vuitton, I think Louis Vuitton monogram, especially their toiletry pouches, are super durable. Like that thing that I have as my toiletry right now, it's like 20 something years old, and it's like it has no cracks at all. Actually, I'm gonna bring it and show it to you. So this is what I have right now. It's super big, and look at this. The hardware is already like, I don't know, it looks very brownish, but I don't care. But look at this thing. It has no edge wear and no scratches. This thing has all of my makeup. So I'd like to add something like a similar size for my cosmetics, and maybe use this for other things, maybe like face wash or something like that. But yeah, I need to refresh this. So all of these things are very material, because my channel is luxury designer items review and unboxing. That's why I talk about a lot about material things here. But besides my YouTube life, I have another life. I mean, like my normal life. I am a mom, I'm a wife, I work in the corporate world, I work in finance. So there's other like extended wish list. Some of them are not material at all. So, but I'm covering only the material things here. So don't think that I only want these things and that's it. Of course, it's just very related here to my channel. That's why I'm covering it up. So I hope I don't sound very material here. You guys know that I'm only showing a 5 or 10% of my life here on my channel. So Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and follow me on Instagram where I show my style and bag of the days. Well, that's it for my wish list. Let me know if something that you liked from the list, or maybe you don't really suggest me getting those items or something like that. So let me know, what do you guys think? How is the list? It's my wish list, but it's my first wish list, so hopefully I've done well. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye.